All in the rest, I never switch. Ice in the rest, I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They made us,
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Arizona Cardinals. With that, let's get out to the desert. Standing by in Glendale, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, some of those in the silver say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, if you go by the 2018 record, this one, it's a mismatch on paper. That's what it is. But I know you, and I have a feeling you're going to say, with respect to a broadcasting legend, not so fast, my friend.
Not only that, I hear you're not so fast, and I raise you. Have you ever heard the term any given Sunday? Or should I say Thursday, or Monday, or Saturday? Whenever the NFL teams play, anything can happen.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The New England Patriots 8-0. Here comes their offense, led by the future Hall of Famer Tom Brady. Threw 2 touchdowns in the Week 8 win over Cleveland to get them to 8-0. But a lot of talk this week about could Tom Brady be playing in a different uniform next year. Could you see that?
Stop. I can't see. What? See Tom, what? Tom Brady in a different uniform? I know people talk about that kind of. Remember when Joe Montana left the 49ers and went to Kansas City? But they had Steve Young in the wings. Jarrett Stidham is the backup quarterback now. That's not Steve Young-esque at this point. What? No.
So you don't think that that's happening? All the rumors.
If he plays next year, he will be in a Patriots uniform, in my humble opinion.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Brady now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Wait, set, 380! 58, come on! Watch the turn! Watch the turn! Catch it!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. On play action, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out and set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a play fake. Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got to think that Tom Brady likes being back in Arizona and on this field. This is where the Patriots won Super Bowl 49 against Seattle, 28-24. Brady was the MVP of that game thanks to Malcolm Butler's interception to help seal the victory. But Brady was 37 of 50, 328 yards, 4 touchdowns in that contest. At the time, those 37 completions were a Super Bowl record. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Complete to Larry Fitzgerald. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll set up a throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Be driven.
They'll drop the throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Well, let's get back to our discussion earlier about the Patriots here as their offense comes on the field. I mean, they're 8-0.
Tom Brady will play in New England next year.
Oh, I know. You already mentioned that. You already mentioned that. They're 8-0, though, for the third time in franchise history. But at Foxborough, they've won 20 straight games, including the playoffs. Good luck if you have to go there. So when is the loss? Is there going to be a loss this year for New England?
I think there will be. It's so hard to go undefeated. Remember, the Dolphins in 72, the Patriots, they took it all the way to, was that 2007 season, I believe, and went to the Super Bowl before they absorbed their first loss. I think it happens during the regular season. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. At Baltimore, open week, at Philly, home for Dallas, at Houston, home for Kansas City. So if they're winning all their home games, let's throw those teams out. To me, at Baltimore. That's the one that I'm targeting. Eager to see how they chase around Lamar Jackson and how Baltimore plays that game.
That is a tough stretch of games. If they run that gauntlet, then they might just go undefeated.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set. Down 80. Down 80. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. When he hit. Sugar.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Go now. 90 Wolf.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Given 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. The 11-time Pro Bowler Larry Fitzgerald still has it. His production did take a dip last year on the heels of 3 straight 1,000-yard campaigns. He's in the back half of his 30s now. What a career it's been. Coming into this year, over 1,300 receptions, 116 of those for touchdowns, and second only to Jerry Rice in career receiving yards. Pretty spectacular. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he finds Fitzgerald. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona 1st. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
We go set, 30 base. Check, block 54, block 54. He's timing, let's go.
2nd and 1. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Kill.
Back to throw here. And he's got Fitzgerald. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
Pardon me, sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Mike 54.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this foot. Second half gets started. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've got the lead, and certainly a big reason why some of these catches we take a look at right now.
And I've seen it so many times that when units start to play really well, they feed off of each other and play even better. And they're making every catch possible. Contested, non-contested, easy, difficult, big-time plays. And right now, that's why their team's in the lead.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second down and inches. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
You get blocked me. You get blocked me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down, trots out the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Take it at the 37. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Brady. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's get off the field.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now they'll run it on the toss. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll run it here. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Round 80! Round 80!
Brady to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Might not be anyone that's run the 2-minute drill better than Tom Brady, 2nd all-time in 4th-quarter comebacks.
And even though he's 2nd all-time, it feels like 1st in all the most important comebacks. He's the right guy to have the ball in this situation.
Back to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Brady going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
On the ready.
Mike by 4. Here we go. Let's go.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football. Low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.